Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are fine and cheerful. Okay. Now in last lecture, we learned about rational numbers, properties of rational numbers. Okay. Today, we are going to learn other topic on the basis of same rational numbers. Now from first standard, you have been learning different operations. So you must be knowing that if suppose I am writing on board 5 plus 5 plus 5, can you express this in the form of short form? The same we can show as 5 multiplied by 3. 5 is added 3 times. So you get the answer 15 immediately. For large numbers, if suppose I am adding these 5 plus 5 plus 5, suppose 20 times I am going on adding. How do you write it? You write it as 5 multiplied by 20 and the answer comes 100. The same way for multiplication of the integers, for several times we can express in some particular way. For example, see, if suppose I am writing 4 into 4 into 4 into 4, right? Then how can I express it? I can express it, or one more 4 I am writing, so that no confusion is there. So this can be expressed as 4 raised to the power 5. See, 4 is repeated, same number integer is multiplied 5 times, right? So this can be expressed as 4 raised to the power 5, right? Here 4 is called base and this 5 is called exponent or index, or it is also called power, right? So how to write the number in exponential form? What is the meaning of exponential form? The meaning is the representation of integers with itself several times. See, it is multiplied several times. That representation is called the exponential form. Understood? Today we are going to learn the topic of exponents and we will apply some laws of exponent on it. We will solve the problems of exponent using those laws. So if it is clear, I will tell you one more example I will give you, right? Now, when we solve this problem for rational number, suppose, right? If suppose, let us take another example of rational number. If suppose I am writing example of rational number 2 upon 3, right? Into 2 upon 3 into 2 upon 3, right? How we can express this in terms of exponential form? We can write this as 2 upon 3, how many times it is being multiplied? 3 times. So raised to the power 3, right? And here 2 upon 3 is called the base and 3 we call it as exponent, or we call it as index, or it is also called power. And how do we read this? 2 upon 3 raised to the power 3, right? Or we can say third power of 2 upon 3. In this way also we can read it. Now we can solve this by after solving. This is the exponential notation, but if I tell you to solve, find the answer of this, how you will solve it? 2 into 2 into 2 upon 3 into 3 into 3. So what you will get? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8 upon 3 3 the 9, 9 3 the 27. This is your answer. You got positive answer, right? Now if suppose I am writing this same number I am taking, okay, 2 upon 3 into 2 upon 3, right? 2 times. How you will express it? 2 upon 3 raised to the power 2, right? Because 2 times it is repeated. Now if you solve this, how you will get answer? 2 into 2, 2 times, and 3 into 3, 2 times. What answer you are getting? 2 to the 4, 3 3 the 9. This is your answer, right? Now instead of this rational number, let us check for negative rational number. If suppose I am taking minus 2 upon 3 into minus 2 upon 3 into minus 2 upon 3. Okay, 3 times, right? How you will write the same? You will explain it as minus 2 upon 3 raised to the power 3, right? If you solve this, what answer you will get after evaluation check, right? Now, minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 3 times upon again 3 into 3 into 3 3 times, right? So what you will get? Answer 2 to the power 8 minus, but see, negative will become positive and one more negative is left, so your answer will come negative, and denominator you will get 27. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, right? Now one more example with even number of times. Same example, minus 2 upon 3 into minus 2 upon 3, right? Now what you are getting? Check. Minus 2 upon 3 raised to the power, multiply it twice, 2 times same number is repeating, so power is 2. So how you will solve it? Minus 2 into minus 2 and 3 into 3. So what answer you will get? Minus 2 into minus 2 you will get minus 4, right? And 3 3s are 9. Now compare all these answers, okay? Compare all the answers. See, I will tell you. Here rational numbers are positive and its power index exponent is odd number. Exponent is odd number, but the answer is positive. In this second example, rational number is positive, its exponent is even number, but answer is positive. Now next, see, compare this. These three are negative rational numbers having odd power or odd exponent, then our answer comes negative, right? Similarly here, negative rational numbers after multiplying, it has exponent even number, but answer is, sorry, here is not negative, here will come positive, because minus will become plus. So here you will get 4 upon 9. So from this, what do you conclude? You can conclude that if suppose A is any rational number, suppose A is any rational number, okay, and n is any positive integer, suppose, okay, n is any positive integer, then a raised to n would be positive for positive rational numbers. Okay, we can conclude that a raised to n means after getting solution we can say that a raised to n will be positive for positive rational numbers, whether it has odd number of power or even number of power. Got it? But a raised to n will be positive for even number of exponent. For even number exponent, our answer will be positive. If our rational number is negative, then, okay, rational number is negative, then a raised to n, its answer will come positive for the even number of exponent, and it will come negative for the odd numbers of exponent. If its exponent is odd number, then the answer will come negative, right? This is for negative rational numbers. Is it clear? For negative rational numbers only, we will check the exponent. If it is even, then answer will be positive. If it is odd, then answer will be negative. But remember, for positive rational numbers, whatever is the exponent, it doesn't matter. Answer would always be positive for positive rational numbers. Is it clear? Now, let's proceed further. Now, in last topic, before this, we have learned about reciprocal. All of you are aware of reciprocal. What is reciprocal, or it is also called multiplicative inverse? Reciprocal and multiplicative inverse is nothing but the same thing. Okay. Now, if suppose I ask you, What is the reciprocal of 3? What would be your answer? You will answer that reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. Means when you multiply two numbers and the result gets 1, result is 1, then we call them as reciprocal. For this is example is already given. 3 means 3 by 1 multiplied by 1 upon 3, right? 1 1 za 1 1 za 3 3. So your answer will be 1. It means 3's reciprocal is 1 upon 3. Or inverse of 3 is 1 upon 3, or 1 upon 3's inverse will be 3, right? So it is expressed in the form a raised to minus m, means inverse of a. Inverse of a is asked. It is indicated with negative sign, means inverse is asked. So what will be is its inverse? Its inverse will be 1 upon a raised to m. If suppose I am writing a raised to minus 2, how you will write its inverse? Inverse how you will write? 1 upon a raised to 2, right? If you are writing, suppose a raised to minus 5 means 1 upon a raised to 5. So this indicates that inverse is asked. If suppose 5 raised to minus 1 means inverse of 5 is asked. What answer you will write? Inverse of 5? 1 upon 5. Inverse of 2? 1 upon 2. So inverse of 2 you can express like this. 2 inverse or 8 inverse. In this way we can write inverse of this problem. Now sometimes the question is asked that evaluate the or simplify or evaluate by finding the reciprocal of the given rational number. Now, right, how you will find out? See, if suppose I am giving you one example, minus 3 by 4 raised to power 3. First find the reciprocal and then find the answer. What is the reciprocal of this? You know, we have learnt in previous topic that how to find the reciprocal. Just simple method is shift numerator to denominator, denominator to numerator. So what is the inverse of this? Inverse of this will be 4 upon minus 3. Directly you can do it, raised to the power 3, and then find 4 into 4 into 4 upon 3 into 3 into 3 and get the solution. 4 4 is 16, 16 4 is 64 upon 9. You will get this answer. Not 9, 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. Okay, in this way you can get the solution. Or sometimes the question is like simplify. Simplify. Suppose I am giving you one more question. Simplify. Okay, 5 inverse divided by or multiplied by 2 inverse and divided by 6 inverse, right? Inverse and multiplication reciprocal is same. This indicates inverse of 5. This sign indicates inverse of 2. This sign indicates inverse of 6. So whenever inverse come, we will write 1 upon. How you will write 5 inverse? 1 upon 5. 2 inverse 1 upon 2, 6 inverse 1 upon 6. So how you can get the solution of this problem? 5 we will write 1 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 2, right? And then divide it by 1 upon 6. Now you can solve it. Okay, 1 1s are 1, 5 2s are 10 divided by 1 upon 6. Now you know how to do division of rational numbers. Okay, so 1 upon 10, division sign change into multiplication, and 1 by 6 we will write as 6 by 1, right? And now do the calculation. 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. So you will get the solution 3 upon 5. Got it? So in this way, by using reciprocal, we can solve the problems of exponents. Okay. Now, next we will come to the laws of exponent. There are many different laws which we use to simplify the problems. Okay. So first law we will see. Just a minute. Okay. First law is, if suppose x is any rational number and m and n are integers, okay, m and n are integers, positive integers, then how we will apply these laws? Okay, see, if suppose x is a rational number, any rational number, okay, and These m and n, these are integers. Okay, then according to first law, see what is first law? X raised to m into x raised to n. We can write, just add their exponents. To solve this, see they have same base, only exponents are different. This is called base, bases are xx and their exponents are different. So when condition is that the bases should be equal, then only we can apply this. For this law we can apply for that. Here bases are same, so we can write this as x raised to m plus n. Right? Any example we can take. For example, if suppose 1 upon 2 raised to 3 into 1 upon 2 raised to 2. Index, this base is same and index or exponents or bars, one and the same thing, are different. Then in that case, how can we solve? By applying laws. How can we solve? 1 upon 2 base common raised to the power 3 plus 2. So what you will get? 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5. This you can get. Now without applying law also you can solve. How you can solve this? See, 1 upon 2 raised to 3. Without applying law we can also solve, and you can check by both the way we get the same answer or not. Right? So here 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Right? Then multiplied by 1 by 2 square means 2 times again, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Right? Now check. 1 by 2 how many times it is repeated? 7 times. 1 by 2 raised to 5. Right? Or you can write this same answer we got, 1 raised to, this can be written as 1 raised to 5 and 2 raised to 5. 1 raised to 5 always comes 1. 1 raised to 100 will also be 1. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. So, and 2 raised to 5 means how you will write? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 5 times. What answer you will get? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32. So 1 upon 32 answer here also you are getting. And here also 2 raised to 5 means 2 multiply 2 5 times. Okay, so same answer you are getting. 1 upon 2 raised to 5 means 1 upon 32. So by this usual method, this is usual method, routine method, right? So according to that we are getting the same answer. By applying law also we are getting the same answer. Right? Now another law. Okay, another law is, 1 minute, second law. Second law is that x raised to m divided by x raised to n. Now division sign, instead of multiplication here is division. So same example let us consider. This is equals to x raised to m minus n. Just change the sign. Plus will become minus here. In multiplication we add their exponents, in division we subtract their exponents. Okay, now check. This is equal to, for example, same example, let's take 1 by 2 raised to 3 divided by 1 upon 2 raised to 2. What you will get? Common base 1 upon 2 raised to 3 minus 1 means 1 by 2 raised to 1 means same 1 upon 2. Now by usual method we will solve and check. Every time we will not solve, but now for this, so that your doubts will be clear. So I am solving it by both the methods, by applying law as well as by usual method. Okay. So if we are using usual method, how we will solve? 1 by 2 raised to 3 means 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 3 times, divided by 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Right? Now get the answer here. 1 upon 1 1 za 1 1 za 1, 2 2 za 4 2 za 8. Division sign will change into multiply. 1 upon 2 1 upon 2 means 1 by 4. So reciprocal of it will be 4 upon 1. Right? Then 4 1 za 4, 4 2 za 8. Answer is 1 1 za 1, 2 1 za 2. We got the same answer. Both the way we got the same answer. So in this way we can check by both the method, by using law as well as by usual method. But now afterwards we will just apply the laws and get the answer. Okay. Third law is let's see the third law. Okay, third, what is third and second are same, only the difference is x raised to m divided by x raised to n equals to 1 upon x raised to n minus 1 m. Why 1 upon? Here the condition is that n is greater than m, right? In previous problem we saw that m was greater than n, so just subtract n from m, but now here the condition is n is greater than m, so in that case we write it as 1 upon that. For example, 1 upon 2 raised to 2 divided by 1 upon 2 raised to 5, right? Then how you will write it? Equals to 1 upon 1 upon 1 upon 2, 1 upon that raised to the power, what is the value of this is m, this is your n, and n is greater than m, so here will come 5 minus 2, means 1 upon 1 upon 2 raised to 5 minus 2, 3. This can be written as 1 upon 2 raised to the power minus 3. When this is shifted to numerator, then 3 becomes, we can show it with negative exponent, and if it goes, we want to convert it with positive exponent, then just write it as 1 upon 1 upon 1 by 2 raised to 3, right? If you want to show it 5 raised to the power 1, means you can write is 1 upon 5, or 5 raised to the power 2 negative, you can write 1 upon 5 raised to 2, or 5 square you can write it as 1 upon 5 raised to minus 2, because this is positive. When it will shift into denominator, it will become negative, or denominator is negative exponent having negative exponent, by bringing it to numerator we can convert its power into positive. Got it clear? So in this way we will get this answer. You can check by usual method also whether you get the same answer or not, or this can be written as 2 cube, because 1 divided by 1 by 2 cube, we can solve this like this. Okay, see, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, we will get 1 upon 8, 1 upon 8, answer of this we will get 1 upon 8, means 1 divided by 1 upon 8 will be equals to 1 multiplied by reciprocal of this is 8 by 1, means you will get answer 8. Okay, or by usual method also you can solve, whether you get 1 by 8 answer or not, you can check, this is your 1 by 8 answer, you will get it, right? Or you can write 1 by 2 to the power minus 3, right? Now see, 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 divided by 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 5 times, right? Now here you are getting 1 by 4, 2 to the 4, divided by 1 upon 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, right? Now 1 upon 4, division change into multiply, and take the reciprocal of 1 upon 32, means 32 upon 1. 1 1 cut, 4 1s are 4, 4 8s are 32. We got the same answer, right? Here, 1 minute. We got the same answer. Okay. 1 upon 2 raised to 3 means this will go in numerator, 2 upon cube, this will be 1 upon 8, and 1 divided by 1 upon 8 means 1 into 8 by 1, so we will get the answer 1, right? Understood? Here 1 upon 2 raised to 3 means 1 raised to 3 upon 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 3 means 1 upon 8, and 1 divided by 1 upon 8 we will get the same answer. Okay, in this way by both the method we are getting the same answer, but we will now in this chapter we are going to apply the laws and to solve the problems. Okay, now next law. So here you will get 1 upon 1 by 2 raised to the power 3. In case of if the second exponent is greater than the first one, then only we will write it as 1 upon. Okay, and get subtraction. Then fourth, Fourth law is x raised to a to the power b. Power has again power, means x raised to the power ab. For example, 1 upon 2 raised to the power 3 and whole bracket again raised to the power 2. We are discussing about rational number, right? So every time I am giving you the example of rational number. The same laws can be applicable for natural numbers also. These laws we can apply for integers, for any other numbers, but as we are talking about rational number, we are going through the topic of rational number. Every time I am giving you the example of rational number. Okay, now you solve this. 1 upon 2 raised to 3 2s are here, 3 into 2 means according to the law 1 upon 2 raised to 3 2s are 6. You will get 6, right? You can solve it. 1 upon 2 cube means 1 upon 2 into 2 into 2 means you will get 1 upon 8, right? And again 1 upon 8 square means 1 square upon 8 square means 1 upon 64. 8 square is 64. Here also you will get 1 upon 64. 1 upon 2 raised to 6. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64. In this way here also you will get the same answer 1 upon 64, right? By using law and by usual method also you can check every time. Then next law, okay? Come to the next law. What is the next law? Next law is, now bases are different and exponents are same. In the next law, number 5, bases are different. Its bases are different and index is same. Index or power or exponent, one and the same thing. Then we can write it as x into y whole bracket to the power a, right? 1 upon 2 or anything you can take. 2 by 3 into raised to the power 3 into 1 by 2 raised to the power 3, having same power. Numbers are rational, numbers are different. So this you can write as 2 by 3 into 1 upon 2 together in whole bracket and then give the common index, right? They both have common index. Bases are different, exponents are same. In that case you can take multiplication of bases, right? Now solve it. So 2 will get cancelled with this. What is left? 1 upon 3 to the power 3. Now 1 into 1 into 1 will ultimately get 1 and 3 into 3 into 3. So what will you get? 1 upon 27. In this way you can solve. Next law, 6th law is, right? Again exponents are same but their bases are different, but division. This is multiplication. Now the same rule we will apply for division. X raised to a upon y raised to a. Bases different but they have same power. Then we can write that as x upon y together have same power a, right? For example, same example, 2 by 3 raised to 3 divided by 1 upon 2 raised to 3, right? Now we will solve it. 2 by 3 raised to 3 means 2 into 2 into 2 upon 3 into 3 into 3, right? Divided by, okay, I am solving it by usual method. Then we will apply according to law. Okay, so divided by 1 upon 2 into 2 into 2. So what you will get? 8 upon 27 divided by 1 upon 8. So this will be 8 upon 27. Change the sign, 8 upon 1. So 8 8 is 64 upon 27 you will get answer, right? And according to this you can write 2 by 3 divided by 1 upon 2 raised to the power 3, right? How you will get it? 2 by 3, change the sign of division to multiplication and take reciprocal of this. 2 upon 1 raised to the power 3. Now what answer you will get? 2 2s are 4 by 3 raised to the power 3. 4 cube means 64. 4 into 4 into 4 comes 64. 3 into 3 into 3 comes 27. So we got the same answer by both the method. Okay, but here in this special chapter we are going to apply the laws of exponent and then we'll solve. Now last term is, now only last law is left, that is x raised to 0 equals to always 1. X raised to the power 0, its value always comes 1. How? We will check now, okay, with the help of example. If suppose I am writing 2 raised to 3 divided by 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 3, how can we solve? By applying law 2 raised to 3 minus 3, okay? Means why its value comes 2 raised to 0 comes 1. Now we will check according by solving the problem. 2 raised to 3 means 2 into 2 into 2 divided by again 2 raised to 3, 2 into 2 into 2, get cancelled, everything get cancelled. So 1 here we will write 2 1 and answer 1 upon 1 means 1. Its answer by usual method we get its value 1. That's why any number, rational number, whether it is natural number, whole number, integer or rational number, if it has exponent 0, then its value always comes 1. That you keep in mind. Okay, any number 2 by 3 into 1 upon 2, the whole bracket raised to the power 0, right, its value will also come 1. No need of solving, just exponent you are watching, it is 0, its answer will come 1. Okay, till here everything is cleared. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now we will see the next topic, that is, do you know in science subject you must have learned that the distance from the star, any star, and the earth is too much big, right? Distance is too long. So it is very difficult to keep such a long number in mind. It is difficult to remember, right? So for example, if suppose the distance of the star from the earth is suppose 14 crore 96 lakhs these many kilometers, for example, this much big is the number, then it is difficult to keep remember, right? So this number, such big large numbers can be expressed in another way, other way. How it is expressed in other way I will show you. Okay, see, this can be written as, now this number is, there is no decimal point but there is decimal point. Decimal point is not given but always decimal point is there after that number. For example, 5 we can write as 5.0. 7 we can write as 7.0. Similarly, this number can be written as 0.0, right? 0.0. Now we want to express this number in terms of decimal number between 1 and 10, right? So this digit you must shift it here after 1. So this we can write as 1.49600000 multiplied by what number will come here? What number? Or simply 0 we will not show. We will write just 1.496 into, no need to show these extra zeros because 1.4 you have learnt in 6th standard, 7th standard before, that 1.4960 or 1.200 equals to 1.2 we can write. This we can write 1.496 multiplied by, okay. Now after here how many places are there? Count this decimal point we are shifting here. So how many places are to the right side? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So after 1, 8 zeros will come, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? How many places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places, right? So 1.496 000. In this way we can write. 1 minute, 1 minute. 3 digits are already there now. 1 minute. Okay. So the same we can write as 1.496 into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 steps we are going back. So 10 raised to 8. In this way we can express this number, right? So this is called this is called standard form of the number, or it is also called scientific notation, right? One more simple example, 234. How can we write this? 2.34 multiplied by 100, and the same is 2.34, and 100 means you can write in the form of power of 10, right? So this is also a standard form or scientific notation, this is called. Okay, understood everyone? Now this is for large number. For small numbers also we can show. For example, if suppose I am writing 0.0006, right? How can we write it? This decimal point I am shifting it here, right? How many places? After that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. So this will be 6 into 1 upon 6 zeros will come here. Okay, means this you can write 6 into 10 raised to 1 upon 10 raised to 6, means 6 into 10 raised to minus 6, because the exponent of denominator we are shifting to numerator, then its sign can be changed. Okay, we can change its sign, so it will become minus 6. Okay, so remember, this negative power comes for the smaller numbers and positive power comes for the bigger number, large numbers, right? So this notation, when we express any number as the product of decimal number between 1 and 10 and the power of 10, when we express any number as the product of decimal number between 1 and 10, this is between 1 and 10, 2 comes between 1 and 10, 2.34, and the power of 10, then that form is called the standard form or scientific notation, and these numbers can be used for expressing bigger numbers in easier way. So that's why we use this exponential form to show it in a scientific notation. So that's all for today's lecture, and here we are stopping. Thanks and have a nice day.